and welcome to the Senior Health Network. I'm Peter Janes. Tonight we're taking a closer look at the connection between diet and type 2 diabetes, and how the foods many of us grew up with may be working against us. A Harvard study from the T.H. Chan School of Public Health followed more than 200,000 adults for over 3 decades and found that even one daily serving of bacon, sausage, or deli meat was linked to a 40% greater risk of type 2 diabetes. What does this mean for adults over 50? And how can small changes make a big difference? For that, let's go to Senior Health Advisor David Langford, who joins us with the details.
Thank you, Peter. Tonight, an in-depth look at how even one daily serving of processed meat may directly increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Processed meats have been a staple in the modern diet for generations, quick, convenient, and often part of our daily routines. But behind that familiar flavor lies a growing body of research that connects these foods to one of the most serious health challenges facing adults today, type 2 diabetes. The Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health followed more than 200,000 adults for over 3 decades. The researchers found a clear pattern. Those who regularly consumed processed meats, such as bacon, hot dogs, or deli slices, had roughly a 40% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared with those who ate them rarely. What makes that finding stand out is its consistency. It held true across multiple age groups in both men and women, and it matched the results of several other large studies around the world. Research published in JAMA Network Open in 2023 examined dietary data from more than 1 million participants and found similar trends. Every additional daily serving of processed meat increased diabetes risk by nearly half. The authors concluded that nitrates, saturated fats, and excess sodium appear to play key roles in reducing insulin sensitivity, the body's ability to manage blood sugar effectively. Meanwhile, scientists at UCLA Health explored the inflammatory response triggered by high intake of cured or smoked meats. They discovered that chronic exposure to nitrates and nitrites may lead to oxidative stress, damaging pancreatic cells that produce insulin. In simple terms, the body's system for regulating glucose starts to wear down. Other research in the European Journal of Nutrition linked frequent consumption of red and processed meats to higher levels of advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, compounds that form when meat is cooked at high temperatures. These AGEs are known to promote inflammation and contribute to insulin resistance, 2 hallmark features of type 2 diabetes. But the science doesn't stop there. In long-term cohort studies from the University of Oxford and the National Institutes of Health, participants who replaced 1 serving of processed meat per day with sources of plant-based protein, like beans, lentils, or nuts, lowered their diabetes risk by 20 to 30%. Those who substituted with fish or poultry also saw measurable improvement. So what exactly makes processed meat such a problem? It's not just the fat, it's the chemistry. Preservatives like sodium nitrate and sodium nitrite are added to help meat stay pink and last longer. But when they're exposed to heat, they can form compounds called nitrosamines, substances that are toxic to cells and may interfere with how insulin works. Add to that the high salt concentration, often 3 to 5 times that of fresh meat, which can strain the kidneys, raise blood pressure, and further disrupt the delicate balance of glucose metabolism. Over time, these effects begin to compound. Chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and impaired insulin signaling slowly set the stage for type 2 diabetes. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that participants who consumed the most processed meats also tended to have lower intakes of fiber, magnesium, and antioxidants, nutrients that protect against insulin resistance. This combination, too much processed food, too little plant-based nutrition, creates what some researchers call a metabolic mismatch. The good news is that small, steady adjustments can make a real difference. Harvard's own analysis estimated that replacing a single daily serving of processed meat with a serving of nuts, legumes, or whole grains cut diabetes risk by roughly 30%. Similar benefits were seen when participants substituted eggs or yogurt for meat in their morning meals. Beyond better blood sugar control, these same changes also improved cardiovascular health An important finding, since type 2 diabetes roughly doubles the risk of heart disease. The same inflammation that damages insulin-producing cells also affects blood vessels, making healthier substitutions a 2-for-1 benefit. For seniors, the implications are particularly important. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass and insulin sensitivity. Diets high in processed foods accelerate that decline, while nutrient-dense foods help preserve energy and mobility. A long-term analysis from Neurology Journal even connected insulin resistance to faster cognitive decline in older adults, a reminder that diabetes prevention isn't just about the body, but also the brain. Fortunately, you don't need to make dramatic changes overnight. Start small. Swap one processed meat meal each day for something fresher. Grilled chicken, salmon, beans, or even a handful of almonds. Use herbs and spices instead of salt to bring flavor back into your meals. And remember that portion size matters. Moderation, not elimination, is the key. While no single food guarantees protection, the pattern is clear. Diets built on whole, minimally processed foods consistently lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. And the sooner those habits begin, the stronger the protection becomes. As Harvard researchers concluded, food choices made in midlife have a powerful influence on health later on. The takeaway is simple. Awareness today means independence tomorrow. Imagine waking up each morning with more energy, feeling stronger, lighter, ready to take on the day. Imagine walking a little farther, moving a little easier, feeling steadier on your feet. Imagine spending real, joyful time with your children and grandchildren, not from the sidelines, but right there beside them, laughing and living those moments together. These moments aren't out of reach. They begin with small, thoughtful choices. One meal, one decision, one day at a time. Don't let the habits of yesterday decide what tomorrow looks like. Don't let simple diet mistakes steal the years you've worked so hard to enjoy. Every choice you make toward better health brings you closer to the life you want to keep living. A life filled with movement, connection, and confidence. The research shows the way, but the power is yours. We believe awareness is strength, and every small step toward healthier living is a victory worth celebrating. I'm David Langford. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you, David, for that important report, and thank you for watching. I'm Peter Janes. Stay informed, stay protected, and stay strong. Good night.
The Senior Health Network is made possible by viewers like you, older adults, families, and caregivers who believe in honest, science-based reporting. Your support helps us keep these programs free, independent, and focused on what matters most, your health and your safety. If you value this kind of trusted reporting, please consider subscribing and sharing the channel. The Senior Health Network. Stay informed, stay protected, and stay strong.
Hello, I'm David Langford. As we wrap up, remember that everything we share here on the Senior Health Network is meant to support your health, your strength, and your independence. Our information comes from verified medical research and trusted scientific sources, presented in a clear and practical way. Your health needs are unique, so always talk with your doctor before starting new exercises or making changes to your diet or medications. And if something doesn't feel right, stop, rest, and listen to your body. Some of the visuals and narration in this program are created with AI to help explain important topics more clearly, but every message is grounded in evidence. Thank you for watching, and take good care of yourself.